Welcome in, everybody. This is Anthony on Rowan's Pursuit Outdoors. I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite recipes to prepare a deer heart. It is absolutely phenomenal, and if you guys have never tried it, you definitely should give it a try. So first, we start off with just half an apple. Cut it up. So you only use half the apple when you start doing this, because you won't need quite all of it. Always cut all the core out, and then just kind of cube it up a little bit. And throw all those in our blender cup. 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. And all this I'm putting in this blender cup. You want to blend it all up really good. And then 2 tablespoons of ginger, which I already did that. You just finely grate it up, and then you'll put it in there. Then you'll take 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. This is absolutely one of my favorite things to do, and one of my favorite pieces of meat on a deer. Doing this, it is phenomenal. A tablespoon of honey. And I use all natural organic honey. I like the flavor a lot better, and it is a lot better for you, a lot less sugars and stuff added into it. And then 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Then you want 2 teaspoons of red pepper flakes. And then what I've really liked to do on the end of mine, especially because I really like some spice to mine, take a jalapeno, cut it in half, and I only use about half, so it's not really spicy, so if you have somebody that does want a little bit of kick, but they don't like a lot of heat, just take it, cut it up into cubes a little bit. Throw it back in that cup as well. Then you'll take all these and you'll blend it up. It doesn't take real long, but it makes a phenomenal marinade for your deer heart. Then the interesting part is, then you take your deer heart, and instead of like cutting it up into rings, you'll cut all this white outer area, you'll cut all of it off. So you gradually work all the way around it, getting all the valves and everything off of it. You do not want any of that in there when you're marinating it and when you cook it. It does taste a lot better if you get all of this off, and it's just all the white on the outside and around the edge, like I said. And then you kind of fillet it open, because once we're done with this, it will turn into pretty much just steaks. Like I said, you just work your way all the way around. Then once you get all the way through to the top, once you get it all open, you fillet it all the way through and cut the valves out. Then you can see all the valves through the top, but through a heart it has like lines through it, because what it is the muscles actually overlay and intertwine, and you want to cut those open and lay it apart. And that is how you end up getting your steaks around your valves. You just gradually work it. Don't rush it or anything, because you do want to make really nice steaks. You're going to get it all nice and clean and open, and get it all filleted open. It will make some really nice steaks. As you can see, you can almost tear it apart and it'll open all the way. You just want to make sure you make nice clean cuts. And then, just like on here, as you guys can kind of see, all the valves and tendons and stuff, you want to get all of that out that you can, because you do not want that in there. It'll make it kind of tough, which is why you cut all this out and clean it all up. I've done this a few times and I've really enjoyed it. It was something I seen a couple of people do, different things with deer heart, and so I kind of changed some of the recipes a little bit, and changed it a little bit to the way I like making it. Like I said, some of them didn't have no spice in them, and I like the spice. I like it to be a little bit spicy, have a little bit of kick, and jalapenos and stuff help speed up your metabolism. The little bit of spice does, so that's another perk to having it all having a little bit of spice in it. And then what I do is, once I get it all flat and open and it's all clean, I'll just take it and cut it in pieces, like so. And then it'll make really nice steaks. Yeah, here's one more valve. Make sure you get all these valves out. You'll want to make sure you get them all out. You will not want them, because like I said, they will make it really tough, and it will not be very good then. Then you take all your ingredients. So you take your deer hearts, place them in a Ziploc bag, throw them in there. Take your marinade and you just pour it down on top, like so. Zip it up. I try to make sure that I get all the air out of it too. It does kind of help. And then what I do is I just kind of work it in a little bit, make sure it gets in through all the meat and gets in there pretty well. And then you put it in the fridge for a day, and it sets for the whole day. I like to leave it, you can leave it anywhere from 2 to 24 hours. I like to leave it for almost a day, and then tomorrow I will put it out on the barbecue grill and we'll smoke it up, and you guys will get to see the end result. Now our steaks are done marinating, and we're getting ready to put them on the grill. I'll let them cook on 400 degrees for just a few minutes till they're medium rare. Now they're done. We're gonna pull them off of there. Well, everybody, we're back in from the grill, and we got those steaks off. They got a nice sear on each side. They're absolutely phenomenal. Once you get it in from the grill, just cut a piece. Guys, absolutely amazing. It's definitely one of my favorite recipes. You all definitely have to keep that deer heart next time. Marinate it for a day. Put it on that grill and give it a try.